At last, the old hag is lost.
At school, Kathleen reads out loud with other children in a small group.
Thank you, Kathleen.
High up there in the sky, she had a bright idea. If I can get rid of some of these balloons, she said to herself, I will stop going up and start to come down. Petticoats billowed out like a parachute, showing her long knickers.
It's important that the children understand the words that they read, so they are told to make a list of unfamiliar words and then discover the meanings for themselves using a dictionary.
Remember to use your dictionary skills.
It says, large sea wave, a swirling or surging mass of a smoke or sound. 3, to rise up or swell out.
Because you have to read it in context, which means you have to read it in the sentence that it's in to work out what it means. What was it that was billowing?
The balloons and
Find the book. Well, can you find billowed? Can you find your word?
Here it is.
Can everybody find the word billowed in the story?
Gently down, Mrs. Twit Petticoat billowed out like a parachute.
So it billowed out. If billowed means to rise up or swell out, what would have happened to her dress?
It would have gone up and went out like a big parachute. So
remember when we had the parachute and we were doing the numbers? You know when you lift the parachute up, what happens to the parachute, Julia, when you lift it up?
It floats up. And if that was a dress, it's showing knickered.
And did it in the story?
Yeah.
It did, excellent. Sit down, well found out. Okay, what I'd like you to do now is you're going to go into talk partner, so I'd like you to turn to face your talk partner. And how would you feel if you were Mrs. Twit or Mr. Twit?
I would feel, if I was Mrs. Twit and I got stretched, I'd feel really angry and upset, and it would really hurt my tummy. And I'd feel like I was going to get stretched so much that I was going to be as tall as the sky.
I think it's important that her teacher has high expectations and keeps them challenged.
Which ones would you take a breath at?
Full stop and a comma.
Okay, you could take a breath at all of them because they all have a full stop as part of them. But some of them mean something different. So let's look at the first one. What's the first one?
Full stop.
What does a full stop mean?
It means that you have to stop at the sentence and take a breath and then say it and then do another sentence.
Good girl. When you're asking a question, how does your voice sound when you ask a question?
Like if you're asking why.
Ask me a question.
Why do you not always wear your hair up in a bun?
Okay, what happened to your voice? What happened to Kathleen's voice? Listen to her question again. Lewis, put the book down, please. Thank you. Ask your question again.
Why don't you always wear your hair in a bun?
What happened to Kathleen's voice when she was asking that question? Alicia?
It started high and then went to a bit low.
Yeah, so her voice was showing intonation. It was going up and down, and that told me, if I hadn't been looking at question, I can't see a question mark when you're talking, but because her voice is higher, I know it's a question.